Yan. Okay, may ano lang dito, may mga importante tayong dapat malaman in terms of measurement of deferred taxes. So sabi dito, deferred tax asset and liabilities are measured at the tax rate that are expected to apply for the period of their reversal based on the tax rate that have been substantively enacted by the end of the reporting period. Current tax asset and liabilities shall be measured during the tax rate using the tax rate that has been enacted and effective at the end of the reporting period. Tandaan class, ang deferred taxes kasi, okay, that would pertain to future tax consequences. Okay, so ang appropriate na gamitin mong tax rate is yung magiging applicable tax rate for that period, for those future periods. Okay, kasi nga deferred to eh. Okay? Kung usapang current lang, syempre yung applicable tax rate lang for that period. Eh di ba, may ganun talaga. Kadalasan naman, or hindi naman kadalasan, depende sa magiging ano natin, no? Sistema natin or bagong rules natin, bagong laws natin when it comes to taxation. Di ba? Minsan kapag nagbigay sila ng tax laws, for this period, ito yung tax rate. Okay? Kasama na yun sa provision ng tax law. Tapos after this period, starting this period, no, and then moving forward, ito naman ang tax rate. Okay? So as of this moment, alam na natin na after 2 years mababago siya or after 1 year mababago yung tax rate. And with that, no, in terms of deferred taxes, ang gagamitin natin yung magiging applicable tax rate for the next period kasi nga ang deferred taxes ay pertaining to future periods eh. Okay? Ito mga deferred taxes. So, ang gamitin nating tax rate is yung applicable tax rate in the future. Hindi yung current. Okay? Eh kung parehas lang naman yung current tsaka future tax rate, pwede yun ang gamitin natin in measuring the deferred taxes. Okay? Ito nga yun, example natin, di ba? Entity A has a taxable temporary difference of 2,000 in year 1. The difference is expected to reverse as follows: 1,000 in year 2 and 1,000 in year 3. The tax rate in year 1 is 30%. However, by the end of year 1, a tax law is enacted which requires tax rate of 32% in year 2 and 35% in year 3 and in succeeding years. Okay? So Entity A recognized a deferred tax liability of 670 at the end of year 1 computed as follows. So pansinin nyo, yung future tax consequences nitong taxable temporary difference as of year 1, which is equivalent to 2,000. So lumalabas kada taon may 1,000 na 1,000. Okay, na in effect magre-reverse. Okay, so ang ginamit na tax rate instead na 30%, yung applicable tax rate on that period. So sa year 2, 32% daw, then sa year 3, 35%. So ganun yung ginamit in determining the deferred tax. Okay, for this illustration, deferred tax liability siya. So 1,000 times 32% for year 2, you have 320. 1,000 times 35 for year 3, 35%, you have 350. So deferred tax liability to be recognized as of year 1, 670. Kasi ang ginagamit natin or ang applicable tax rate na dapat natin gamitin in measuring the deferred taxes is yung applicable tax rate in the future. Okay? Klaro yun? Klaro yun ha? So, additional information lang, past 12 prohibits the discounting of the deferred taxes and liabilities. So, hindi natin kailangan intindihin dito yung mga present value factor. Okay? Tama, hindi na natin kailangan intindihin yon. Okay? Anyway, next. In accounting for deferred taxes, dalawa daw ang approach class. Meron tayong income statement approach and statement of financial position approach. Yung income statement approach, ito yung pinagko-compare natin yung income and expenses ng mga items. Okay? Sabi dito, focuses on timing differences, which is correct naman. Di ba? When we talk about timing difference, di ba, kailan ba siya nagiging expense? Kailan ba siya nagiging income? O expense siya ngayon, okay, pero sorry, hindi siya expense ngayon, pero in the future, expense siya. Expense siya ngayon, then sa future, hindi na siya expense. So, kabalik rin sa income. Income siya ngayon, next year or next period, hindi siya income. Hindi pa siya income ngayon, pero in the next period, magiging income siya. Okay, ganun yon. Ang kino-compare natin, income and expense items when we talk about income statement approach. Pero pag statement of financial position approach, sabi dito, accounts both timing differences and differences between the carrying amount and the tax base of asset and liabilities. So hindi lang ang concern mo yung income and expense items, pati na rin yung carrying amount of the respective asset or liability versus dun sa tax base ng asset and liabilities na yan. Okay, so kaya sinasabi ng PAS 12, eto yun, PAS 12 requires to use asset liability method or yung statement of financial position approach nga. Kasi both timing differences na kukuha na niya and at the same time yung differences no out of the carrying amount and the tax base of the asset and liabilities. Okay? Kaya ito yung gagamitin natin. Pero of course, for problem approach, you can use naman, for solving the problem, you can use naman tong income statement approach. Depende kung ano yung mas madali sa'yo para i-analyze, no? Yun yung gamitin mo. Okay? And, syempre, depende rin sa given. Okay? Kung ano yung appropriate na approach na dapat mong gamitin in solving the answer. Diba? In getting the answer. Okay, statement of financial position approach known as asset liability method. Okay? Presentation of deferred tax asset or liability, alam na natin yan. Pag deferred tax asset, non-current asset. Pag deferred tax liability, non-current liabilities. Okay? Plus, may sinabi lang siya dito, PAS 12 permits offsetting of deferred tax asset and deferred tax liabilities only if the entity has a legally enforceable right to offset current tax asset against current tax liabilities. Okay? Which is current tax liability is the current tax expense or the amount of income tax actually payable. And the current tax asset is the excess in the amount of tax already paid over the amount of the tax that is actually payable for the period. So parang in effect, payable and refund. Okay, nalalabas diyan. So pwede mo siyang i-offset if you have given the right to do so. So kung applicable yan sa tax laws na may ganyang offsetting na mangyayari, pwede talaga. Okay, kasi syempre, tax laws prevails over accounting standards. Yun lang yung pinupunto ng accounting standards. Kung if the laws, okay, as to taxation or if the government authorities, no, let's say for example BIR, permit the corporation or the entity to offset, okay, the tax liability versus the tax asset, then pwede. Okay, yun lang ibig niya sabihin dito. Okay? The deferred tax asset and the deferred tax liability relate to income taxes levied by the same tax authority. Obviously naman tama. Okay? So kung yung tax authority na yun na nagsasabi na pwede mo yung offset, okay? Kasi nga sila yung authority to do that. Okay? Pwede mo talagang i-apply yon. So number one nga dyan si BIR. Okay? Pero for example, as to local government, kasi may mga taxes na babayaran ka din as far as the local government is concerned. Okay? Sa lang nila yon, sa rule lang nila yon, sa order lang nila yon. Pero as to the national concern, kung sakaling hindi pwede, hindi inaalaw, kasi syempre pagbabasehin natin yung pang-national. Okay? So hindi mo pwedeng i-offset. Okay? As far as the local government is concerned, pwede mo daw i-offset yung mga taxes na binayaran mo sa kanila, then so be it. Kasi same authority yun. Pero kung i-consider mo na yung with the rules of the national authority, okay, BIR for example, okay, based sa kanilang rule or based dun sa effective na laws na pinagbabasehan nila ng rule nila, hindi pwede. So, hindi pwede. Okay? Yun ang ibig sabihin ng sinasabi dito ng PAS 12. Okay? Okay. Anyway, okay, this time, so yung income statement approach class, hindi na natin kailangan gawan ng example yun, no? Kasi ito na rin yun, in effect, yung kanina, ito na rin yun eh. Yan, ito. Ito na rin yung income statement approach. So, hindi na natin kailangang ulitin. So, ipapakita na lang natin yung statement of financial position approach. Ito yung more on ng concentration niya. You compare the carrying amount of the asset and liabilities versus dun sa tax base. Okay? That's how you get the temporary difference. Okay po? So ito na tayo. On December 31, 2020, the accounts of Sleepy Company have the same basis for accounting and tax purposes, except, okay, so ito yung mga differences nga or mga items na subjected to differences. In January 2020, Sleepy Company incurred costs of 5 million for the development of the computer software product. Considering the technical feasibility of the product, this cost was capitalized and amortized over 5 years for accounting purposes using the straight line method. Okay? Then, ito yon. That's how you get the computer software carrying amount 4 million. May 5 million, then amortization during that year, 2020, 5 years siya. Diba? In effect, na-amortize. So, may 1 million na na-amortize this year. So, December 31 balance, 2020, for that computer software, lumalabas 4 million. Okay? Pero ang question, magkano ang tax base nun? At in effect, magkano magiging difference? Okay? Tandaan class ha, carrying amount of the asset or liabilities minus the tax base, that is the difference. Okay? That is the temporary difference. Either taxable yan or deductible. Okay? Next, the building was acquired on January 1, 2020 for 50 million and depreciated using the straight line at 5% for accounting purposes and 10% for tax purposes. So magkaiba, magkaiba. That's why part nga siya dito na tawag nito as magiging temporary difference kasi may pagkakaiba sila as to the rate being used in the depreciation for recording or for accounting and for taxation purposes. The income tax rate is 25% while the accounting profit is 10 million. Okay? So, una munang tanong, magkano daw yung tax base and the difference, the temporary difference? Okay. Balikan natin yung definition ng tax base, di ba? Para lang ma-refresh tayo. Okay. Is the amount attributable to the asset or liability for tax purposes. Okay, so take note. Saan yun? Dito muna tayo sa computer software cost. Take note na etong computer software cost ay may carrying amount na 4 million. So tinatanong ka ng tax base. Okay, tax base. So kung isipin mo, okay, since silent ang problem, no? Kung isipin mo, ang cost diyan, no, nagastos, syempre, for the computer software, malamang bayad na. Okay, malamang bayad na. Okay? So, for tax purposes, okay, may isipin ka pa bang, tawag nito, may isipin ka pa bang i-consider na bawas? Okay? For tax purposes, may i-consider ka pa bang bawas? Okay, wala na. Kasi nga, ang thinking natin for the first year, lahat ng cost na yon na ginastos for computer software, bayad na. Okay? Bayad na yon. Tama? So, as the tax base for that carrying amount ng asset, wala na tayong co-consider. Okay? Wala na tayong co-consider. That's why ang magiging sagot natin dito as tax base, 0. Okay? And carrying amount of that, 4 million minus 0, the difference is 4 million. Okay? 4 million. Tama ba? Sa current year, na considered siya as bawas sa taxable profit kasi nga sinasabi natin, no, as the problem suggests, no, it appears na binayaran na yan. So sa taxable profit bawas na siya, pero sa accounting profit hindi pa, or should I say spread out yan. Okay, magiging spread out yan. Take note, ang pinakita natin dito yung carrying amount ha. So, hindi na natin ko-consider yung whole amount na 5 million kasi carrying amount ng pinakita na natin. Okay? Baka malito kayo doon. So, anyway. So, the difference would be 4 million na lang. Okay, as far as the December 31, 2020 is concerned. Okay? 4 million na lang difference. At yung 4 million na yon, okay, meron yang, di ba kaya nga natin sinasabing difference that would pertains to future tax consequences. Yung 4 million na yan, may tax consequences yan in the next period. Okay? That pertains to 4 years kasi 4 na taon pang matitira eh. Okay? That's the difference between the carrying amount of the computer and computer software and the tax base. Okay? Basta itong isipin nyo, class, no? When we talk about tax base, no, out of the amount of that asset or liability, ano ba dyan yung pwede mo pang may tax or ma-subject for declaration of taxation? Okay? Ma-declare as part ng income tax return natin. Meron pa ba? Okay? Wala na. Okay? Kasi nga, ulitin natin, yung computer software assumed to be paid already in that year, 2020. So, tax base natin, lumalabas, 0 na. Okay? Tama? Carrying amount minus the tax base, makukuha natin yung difference. Ito yung tinatawag natin temporary difference. Ito yung tinatawag natin may future tax consequences. And, ulitin ni sir, yes, correct, meron yung future tax consequences kasi nga sa taxable profit, no, considered bawas na siya. Pero for accounting profit, one time pa lang na consider, which is yung 1 million. So the remaining 4 million na may spread out ng tig 1 million in the next 4 years, dun pa lang magkakaroon ng epekto sa accounting profit. Okay, so may tax consequences yun, class, in effect. May future tax consequences yun. So pakita natin. Okay? So eto, for computer software, sinabi niya, the computer software cost has a zero tax base because the total amount was expensed in 2020 for tax purposes. Now, sa building naman, parehas silang may impact, no? Parehas silang may impact for depreciation. Accounting income and taxable profit, parehas may impact. Parehas maapektuhan ng depreciation. Kaya lang, in determining the amount of depreciation, nakadepende sa rate, di ba? At nagkataon. Magkaiba ang rate for accounting and taxation. Sa accounting, 5%, sa taxation, 10% ang ginagamit. So, yung tax base natin, mag-iiba din. Okay, so sa building, if you will notice, we have 50 million times 5% of that, 2.5. So, December 31, carrying amount of that building, 47,500. Sa taxation, building 50 million times 10%, 5 million. So, December 31, 2020, lumalabas 45 million, yung parang carrying amount niya. Okay? Take note, for tax purposes, kaya nasabi nating 45 million yan kasi yung 45 million ay masasubject pa sa future taxes. Okay? Kasi nga, take note, as of the moment, yan pa yung hindi nasa-subject for tax purposes. Okay? Hindi pa nasa-subject sa tax. So, paunti-unti, in the next period, okay, masasubject yan. Okay? So, that's why kasama siya dito as tax base. Kaya lang, ulitin na sir, based dito sa problem kasi magkaiba yung mode of getting the depreciation. Yung isa 5%, yung isa 10%. Okay? The difference as computed, syempre, 47.5 over the 45 million, you will get 2.5. Okay? You will get 2.5. Now, the next concern, etong mga differences na to, ano ba ang tawag natin dito? Taxable or deductible? Kasi from that, malalaman natin kung deferred tax asset nga or deferred tax liability. Okay, so, babalik na naman tayo dun sa guide. Di ba? Yung guide natin. Saan na yun? Ito. Di ba? Ito yung mga guide natin to determine that the temporary difference as taxable or deductible. Okay? Pakita natin dito. Okay. So, yung carrying amount ng asset natin, no, for computer software, ay mas mataas kaysa sa tax base. So, in effect, carrying amount of asset is greater than tax base. Anong tawag natin doon? Taxable. Taxable temporary difference. Tama po ba? Ano yun? Carrying amount is greater than carrying amount of the asset is greater than the tax base. Ito yun, taxable. Okay? Next, asset pa rin to, no? Okay. Carrying amount of the building mas mataas, no? Kaysa dun sa tax base, which is 45 million. So, definitely, this will be tax temporary difference pa rin. So, you have 4 million and 2.5. All of your taxable temporary difference for the 2020 is 6,500,000. So, pakita na natin. Ito yun. So, you have 4 million and 2.5. Total taxable temporary differences, 6.5. Okay? Now, as far as the deferred tax liability is concerned, as you will compute, di ba? Simply times mo sa tax rate na applicable. Obviously, wala naman sinabi dito na mag-iiba yung tax rate, no, based doon sa problem. So, we use the 25%, yung current. Okay? Wala rin namang binanggit kasi dito sa problem. Meron ba? Meron. Ito pala. Okay? Pero pag silent yung problem class, walang binanggit na tax rate, dapat alam mo kung ano dapat na gamitin. And ang dapat natin gamitin, yung current. Okay? As if the problem is pertains to the current period. Okay? And the applicable current tax laws for that period. Ito, for problem purposes or for illustration purposes, no, though binanggit niya yung year, okay, pero pinakita pa rin naman niya yung rate na dapat mong gamitin. So, stick tayo doon. Anyway, so 6.5 as the taxable temporary difference times 25%, you will get deferred tax liability na 1.625. Okay? Now, in determining that current tax expense, ito yon, we have accounting profit, tama po ba? Okay? Then, yung mga taxable temporary differences. Okay? So, bawas yan, 4 million and 2.5, bawas yan. Okay? Bawas yan. Excuse me. So, you have 4 million, 2.5. So, binawas sa 10 million, you will get taxable profit na 3.5. Times tax rate na 25%, you will get current tax expense na 875,000. So, to record the current tax expense, ito yon. Now, to record the deferred tax liability, pinag-iwalay lang natin class, no? Pinag-iwalay lang natin. Ito yon, 1,625,000. Okay? So, for breakdown, no? To get the net income, ito yung magiging ano niya, presentation niya. So, accounting profit, 10 million. Income tax expense, you have 875,000 for the current tax and deferred tax, 1,625,000. Actually, this is deferred tax expense. Okay? Kasi nga, ang pinapakita lang natin dapat dito, supposedly, yung changes during the year. Ito naman ay wala namang pinakita dito na beginning balance, no? Yung mga deferred taxes, deferred tax liability or deferred tax asset. So, we assume na first year to, no? Good for first year operation tong data na to. Okay? So, the increase in a deferred tax liability is greater than the increase in the deferred tax asset. Bakit? Kasi wala namang deferred tax asset. Zero yon. So, lumalabas, deferred tax expense to. 1.625. So, 875 na current tax expense plus deferred tax expense sa 1.625, you have 2.5 na income tax expense. Diba, shortcut niyan to get the income tax expense, accounting profit, plus minus the permanent differences, pero dito sa problem, wala namang permanent differences. So, ito na yon, lalabas. No accounting income subject for income tax. 10 million times 25%, you get 2.5 din. So, net income, 10 million minus 2.5, 7.5. Okay po. Next. Okay, continue lang natin. On December 31, statement of financial position accounts have the same basis for accounting and tax purposes. So, sa computer software, this time, since 1 million na babawas sa kanya kada taon, so ang carrying amount niya from 4 million, magiging 3 million. Tax base, 0 pa rin. Okay, in effect, 0 pa rin yan. Kasi nga, ulitin natin, lahat na yan na-exhaust. No, lahat na yung 4 million na yun, previously na-exhaust na for tax declaration in that year. Okay, so tax base natin lumalabas 0. Okay, kasi nga bayad na 'yon nung nung 2020 pa. Okay? Next sa building, so continue lang natin, obviously, 'di ba? Dito, 'yon. For accounting purposes may 2.5 every year. for tax purposes, may 5 million every year. Okay, so ang carrying amount niya lalabas 47.5 minus 2.5, 45. 45 minus 5, lalabas 40 million. Kaya nakuha mo yun dito. Okay, 45 tsaka 40 million. Accrued liability, so may bagong item tayo na may difference. In January 2021, Sleepy Company entered into an agreement with the employees to provide healthcare benefits. The cost of such plan for 2021 is 2 million. Okay, bayad na ba to? Hindi. Hindi. Kasi obviously, ang ginamit niya dito, accrued liability healthcare. Okay, so hindi pa yan bayad. Okay? Hindi pa siya bayad, pero take note class, okay? Paano natin ma-determine yung tax base or yung difference? Okay? Anyway, bago natin tuloy ang sagutin yan, the income tax rate is still 25% while the accounting profit is 15 million. Okay, so pakita na natin. The amount was accrued as expense in 2021 for accounting purposes. However, healthcare benefits are deductible for tax purposes only when actually paid. Okay, that's why yung tax base natin, 0 dito. Okay, take note ha, 0 yung tax base natin for accrued liability. So, sa future, at the time na mababayaran siya, doon lang natin ma-declare for tax purposes. Okay? So, we have here, continue lang natin, computer software, 3 million, building, 5 million. So, lumalabas total taxable temporary difference, 8 million. Ito yon, 3 million tsaka 5 million. Okay? So, i-multiply mo sa tax rate, you have 25%. Okay, so 8 million times 25%, you will get 2 million as the new balance of the deferred tax liability for December 31, 2021. Okay? Take note ha. This time, pangalawang taon, so meron kang i-consider na beginning balance ng deferred tax liability. And for our previous year, meron tayong, ito yun. Saan yun? Ito, deferred tax liability na 1.625. Assumed to be the first year of operation. Yung year na yan, yung 2020. Okay? So, on last year, meron tayong na-recognize na deferred tax liability na 1.625. So, in terms of increase in deferred tax liability, meron lang tayong 375,000. Okay? Accrued liability healthcare, 2 million times tax rate, 25%, you get deferred tax asset, 500,000. Take note, this is temporary difference. Pero ano bang klaseng temporary difference yan? Okay? Liability daw to. Carrying amount no, na 2 million, mas mataas sa tax base na 0. Okay? When carrying amount of liability is greater than tax base, anong difference tawag natin doon? Carrying amount of the liability is greater than tax base. Ito yun. Carrying amount of liability is greater than tax base, deductible. Okay? So, kaya natin nasabi na deductible temporary difference siya at nagresulta sa deferred tax asset. Ito yun. Kaya deferred tax asset ang naming natin dito. Okay? So, as to recording, income tax expense, debit, then income tax payable, credit. Teka, palitan natin to. Hindi siya balance, no? Okay, so, ano yun? Bago na natin, no? Yan. To record the current tax expense, debit income tax expense, 3,875,000. Credit income tax payable, 3,875,000. So, you have accounting profit na 15 million for the 2021. Ito yun. Okay? Less and add the taxable temporary difference and deductible temporary difference. Take note ha, ay consider mo lang syempre yung increase. Okay? Yung increase of the deferred taxable differences and the deductible differences. Sa last year, meron kang 8 million, di ba? Nasaan ba yun? As the taxable temporary difference. Hindi. This year pala yan. Okay, tama. This year pala yung 8 million. So, 8 million, tama ba? Ito yon. Yan. Okay? Last year, meron kang 6.5. Okay? So, may increase tayo, lumalabas 1.5. Ito yung 6.5 last year. Okay? So, meron kang 1.5 this time. Okay? So, in effect, increase yan. So, bawas tayo. Okay? Now, yung increase in deductible temporary differences, okay, dagdag naman, in effect. Okay? Kasi take note, taxable temporary difference, okay, that would add, 'di ba, ng taxes natin na babayaran. Tapos deductible temporary difference that would lessen the tax that we will pay. So in effect, uh, babalik ta rin natin. Babalik ta rin natin just to arrive with the equal amount in the taxable profit. Okay, so 15 million minus 1.5 plus 2 million, we will get 15.5 as the taxable profit. Times mo sa tax rate, 25%, you will get the current tax expense, 3,875,000. Now, to record the increase in the deferred tax liability, okay, you have income tax expense, 375,000, then credit deferred tax liability, 375,000. Take note ang nare-record lang natin yung changes during the year. And obviously, ang changes dyan, yung 1.5 times the tax rate para makakuha mo yung deferred tax liability. Increase in the deferred tax liability. Di ba? Kaya mo nakuha itong 375,000. Okay? Tapos, sa deferred tax asset naman, may recognition ka dyan. Yung 2 million na deductible temporary difference times the 25% na tax rate, you will get the deferred tax asset. So, debit deferred tax asset, credit income tax expense. 500,000. 500,000 to palitan na nga natin. Okay. So next is to get the deferred tax benefit or the deferred tax expense. So you will just compare kung mas mataas ba increase ng deferred tax liabilities kaysa sa increase ng deferred tax asset during the year. So obviously, meron tayong lumalabas na increase sa deferred tax liability from 2 million dati na na-recognize. From 1,625,000 dati na na-recognize, this time 2 million. Tama po ba? Okay? Temporary difference yan. Times natin sa tax rate, so therefore, may increase sa deferred tax liability na 375,000. Okay? Then increase in the deferred tax asset, that is 2 million, which is the deductible temporary difference. Wala namang previous year na balances ng deferred tax asset. So this year lang yan. So all of that amount pertains to the increase during that period. So 2 million times 25%, 500,000. So mas malaki ang increase ng deferred tax asset kaysa sa increase ng deferred tax liability, therefore deferred tax benefit tayo. Okay? So as to presentation or as to the breakdown ng income tax expense, meron kang current tax expense, 3,875,000. Ito yun. Then deferred tax asset na 500,000 minus. Then deferred tax liability plus 375,000 ang effect niya. So, parang gusto ko lang ipakita yung breakdown, pero kung tutusin, pwede mo ipakita yan ng deferred tax benefit minus 125,000 or negative 125,000. Diba? In effect, lalabas pa rin income tax expense mo, 3,750,000. Okay? Shortcut, to get the income tax expense, 25% of the accounting profit. And that is 3.75 din. Tama ba? Another way of computing the income tax expense. So 50 million minus 3.75, you will get net income of 11.25 million. Okay, class? I think this will be the last slide, no? Taxes recognized outside of profit or losses. Kasi lahat yung mga current and deferred taxes na impact nila, class, during the period, considered under profit or loss declaration or recognition. Kaya lang may mga items na kung saan may changes na hindi sakop or hindi dapat ipresenta under profit or loss. Una, dahil required ng standards na i-declare yan sa other presentation. Katulad nito, revaluation of PPE, exchanges differences as to the translation of FS, pagdating ng regarding or related sa foreign operation, OCI ang declaration nun. Okay? So, kung may tax implication dyan, OCI ang declaration nun. And pati yung mga taxes na na-recognize, no, out of these items. Adjustment to the opening balance of retained earnings because there are changes in accounting policy or there are corrections of prior period errors. Okay? And then yung mga amounts na nag-arise based doon sa initial recognition ng equity component, no, as to compound financial instrument. Okay? So, just familiarize this, no? Hindi ko na bibigyan ng example to. Okay? So, yun lang class. Thank you for today discussion.